Hello and welcome to the Games4all podcast, a special edition of the show from the MCM Expo in London. I'm your host Dan Young. With me as always, my good friend
James Craigie, Geeks Out.
So basically this is London's biggest entertainment weekend apparently, and there's all sorts here. It's mostly comic books and media and all kinds of stuff like that, but we're here for the game section, which you can possibly see behind us. So we're going to check out some games and see what's going on. I'm excited. Dead Space 2's here. What are you excited about?
Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Anything else?
Loads of stuff.
Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
Yeah,
that's what I figured. That's what I figured. Okay, so come on, let's check out some games.
Well, I've just played Assassin's Creed Brotherhood multiplayer. I have to admit, when I first heard the game was coming out and I heard there was a multiplayer element to it, I was a bit meh. Wasn't the part of it I was looking forward to, but having played it, it's a lot of fun. I finished first, which I think helped a little bit. But no, really looking forward to it. Good fun. I think a lot of people here are having fun playing it. So let's go talk to some of them. So I'm here with Andrew, who's just played the game as well. What did you think of it?
It was good fun, but I'd say it was very rough around the edges. You know,
Yeah.
there's a lot of screen tearing going on, and it doesn't seem to be particularly level. What I mean by that is that you may kill a target and then you instantly get assassinated straight afterwards, or if it says you've escaped, you haven't, and they still manage to kill you anyway. It doesn't seem to be fixed correctly. There's still a lot that needs to be corrected.
And do you think they'll have enough time to do that before launch?
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, even if not, they'll just patch it rigorously afterwards. That's what every other developer's doing at the moment. They don't seem to be bothering to finish the games. They'll just patch it afterwards, it's fine. I really enjoyed it, but something just doesn't quite gel right. Thankfully, they're quite short rounds, so the action just keeps on you all the time.
So are you going to pick it up when it comes out?
Yeah, I would think so. Definitely. I can't really resist Assassin's Creed. It's that good. The single player is what I buy it for, because it has a great plot and it has lots to see and do, keeps you going all the time, but the multiplayer is just a nice little cherry on top, really. I mean, it's rough, but it's still worth it, definitely.
Excellent, thank you very much.
Pleasure.
We have Matthew Gagnon from Ubisoft Montreal and Rafael Dominguez from Ubisoft Annecy working on the single player and the multiplayer.
Well, essentially Assassin's Creed, what we like to do with the single player is always have the player going to a little more, one more mission before turning off the console. We have a bunch of side quest narrative missions, the flags and everything. It all comes into that philosophy of once you start playing, there's always something close, there's always an objective nearby that you can go, do, and progress through the game by always having something interesting to do, and the flags is part of that. Choosing the Renaissance was really an interesting design choice for us because it's such an important part of history with all sorts of new innovations, and with Leonardo da Vinci, just setting up the gun was really an interesting idea that we had with the team. We tried it out on the build, worked fine, so we decided to keep it.
For the gun, it's just one shot, so you just have to use it once for like 1 minute, and there's not that many points, so it's just to eliminate the people that are just running on the roof, to be to eliminate your enemy at one point. So.
Desmond is our main protagonist. In the story of Brotherhood, it's all about Desmond. It's all about this character in the present, which is the ancestor of past assassins that you're playing with through the Animus. So we're going to be exploring Desmond's story a little bit more. Who knows, maybe even in further games Desmond is still going to be there. I mean, you can only speculate with all of the information that's available in the present, with all this conspiracy theory that's going on. If you've really read up thoroughly on Assassin's Creed, you'll see that we have a very interesting story in the past and as well as in the present.
Okay, so I just got a chance to play Dead Space 2, which is pretty much one of the reasons I came here. Fucking awesome. It's really, really good. I'm digging the new weapons a lot. Seemed really hard, actually. Seemed like the difficulties ramped up quite a bit. Was playing on PlayStation 3, so it was a little bit hard for me to get used to the controls. I'm more of an Xbox kind of guy. But overall, it looks great. It's like a much more polished version of the first game. The sound design again seemed quite amazing from what I could tell. But the new weapons, really, really cool. Really gory, bloody, horrible, but fantastic. I can't wait till the 28th of January when this game comes out. I'm going to get it day one. So really happy I got to play Dead Space 2 today. So I'm here with Kevin Flynn from EA and Isaac Clarke from Dead Space 2. So basically, you've unveiled a lot of multiplayer stuff recently. I know you're not showing that off today, but how are you actually trying to change the whole multiplayer thing, the way it's perceived? Well, I mean, you know, what are you doing that's different with multiplayer?
Well, I think the first thing that's different from multiplayer is the fact that you're going to get the chance to, you know, be a necromorph and stuff, and I think there's going to be a really interesting dynamic to how the humans v necromorphs plays out. We haven't said too much about it really, obviously, so not going to be talking too much about that today, but it's definitely a worthy addition to the Dead Space world, and I think just the community have been crying out for the chance to be necromorphs, and we're giving guys the opportunity to do that.
So I got a chance to play a little bit of the single player. I really like it. I like the new weapons. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, so obviously on the hands-on we've got here today, you've got the javelin gun, which is probably my favourite weapon. So use a bit of stasis, whack them with a javelin gun, and just watch it all go in slow-mo. It's awesome. But yeah, just generally the weapons have been pimped up. So Isaac's more badass. He's bringing the terror to space. And yeah, just everything's a lot more epic really this time round. So I think that's kind of the key thing about Dead Space 2. It's more epic and everything's just bigger and badder.
Excellent. Well, it definitely came across when I played it.
Cool.
So cheers, thanks for your time, mate.
No, January 28th, yeah. Xbox 360, PlayStation 3.
Cool. We're picking up on 360.
No, nice.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, dude.
Thanks, mate. Okay, so I just got the chance to play Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I took James head on and I won, so that was good. Yeah, I mean, I'm really impressed with how the game looks. It looks really amazing, really polished, really smooth frame rate. Yeah, I think it's running like a smooth 60 frames a second constantly. Really, really polished, looks fantastic. I wasn't really that fussed about this game, but after playing it, I actually might pick this up. It looks fantastic. Just the array of characters, the special moves, the sheer insanity on screen is just unfreaking believable. So I'm really chuffed with how that went, and I actually might pick the game up now.
Just finished playing Goldeneye on the Wii. So much like the N64 version, so much fun. I didn't win, unfortunately. The cameraman did, didn't you? You won. Not the camera, yeah. Really, really, really enjoyed it, actually. Does feel a lot like the old one. It took a little bit of getting used to, as it always does, but by the end of it, I was really into it. Can recommend it. We've been looking forward to it on the show anyway, so we'll definitely be picking it up and definitely be giving it more of a go when it comes out.
That concludes our day here at the MCM Expo in London. We've had a fantastic day. You know, we want to thank everybody who got involved, everyone who involved in setting this up and, you know, making today happen. Thanks to everyone who showed up. Thanks to you for watching and downloading and listening to the show. We're going to be back with more episodes real soon. Special thanks goes out to Michelle Barry, who's our production staff. Thank you very much for making today happen. What you got to say for yourself? Booyah! Anything stand out today for you?
Everything.
Everything stands out. The cosplay, why not? Okay.
My mind is literally just blown by everything.
Okay, well, we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode of Games for All Extra, please check out our website, Games4allpodcast.com. There you can watch other episodes of Games for All Extra and check out the audio podcast as well. We are also on Facebook if you want to search for us, Games for All Podcast. We also have a Twitter feed if you want to follow us on Twitter. It's twitter.com/Games4all. And if you want to email us with any kind of questions or anything, it's podcast@Games4allpodcast.com.